All right, Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, the rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. I have another edition of GMS News and Prophecy, and this is from the Mercury.com. And the headline reads, Vladimir Putin fires warning shot at the West as he flexes Russia's military muscles. All right. It says Vladimir Putin has fired a warning shot at the West by flexing Russia's military muscles with massive infantry and tank exercises. Dramatic pictures show tanks speeding through the snow during exercises by the Russian Pacific Fleet's Naval Infantry Unit at the Bemberovo firing range, reported The Sun. All right. It says a serviceman in winter camouflage with a rifle during military exercises, and this is currently going on in Russia now. So, for all the brothers out there, you can clearly see that these Russians are definitely preparing for war, man. Okay? It says picture, Yuri Smithyuk. I guess this is the guy that took the picture. Anyway, it says soldiers can be seen firing AK-47s and launching rocket-propelled grenades as the Russians show off their fighting prowess. Now you got these Russians, which is it's a popular saying amongst the people all over the world that these Russians are tough, man. They train in the snow. I think some of them train with animals, man. They're always training. Even the leader of Russia, Vladimir Putin, he's known for boxing and martial arts, man. Unlike the presidents of the United States, man. Okay, Russia are known Edomite warriors. All right. So even in the colder winter, they're out there preparing for war. Okay. It says soldiers. I read that. It says other snaps show troops dashing through the snow with heavy-duty ammunition and throwing hand grenades in the live fire exercise. Many of the soldiers are wearing winter camouflage for the war games in Russia's frozen Far East near the border with North Korea. As you can see the images here, man, these Russians are not playing around, okay? All right? The bear, as it speaks about in Revelation, is awakening, man, okay? Matter of fact, Russia's known as the bear, okay? So they're ready to take Babylon the Great, aka America, down, man. All right. It says the drills are a part of preparations for the Suvorov attack army competition, during which Russia, China, Iran, Venezuela, and Kazakhstan will face off around the middle of the year. But they also act as a warning to Britain and the rest of NATO as tensions continue to rise amid military posturing from both sides. The latest training exercise comes as some 3,500 U.S. troops arrived in Poland last month, along with tanks and heavy equipment. One of the largest deployments of U.S. forces in Europe since the Cold War. And that was, last month. I think that was one of the last military positions that Barack Obama took up, man. He sent them troops out there to Poland along that border out there. All right? And Russia saw that, man. Meanwhile, Russia was setting up different missile defense systems on their border as well during in that area during that time. So it's clear that these countries, these different nations, are preparing for not just war. I keep saying war, but world war, man, because that's what's brewing up, Ww3. All right. It says there was also a live fire exercise with General Ben Hodges, the top U.S. Army commander in Europe, confirming the drills were training troops for war with Russia. All right. It says Russian aggression takes many forms: cyber, misinformation, threatening other countries, Russian snap exercises, he said, and he added that he hoped Moscow would get the message. It says the Kremlin slammed the NATO drills, branding them provocative and a security threat. We perceive it as a threat. These actions threaten our interests, our security, Russian government spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, especially as it concerns a third party building up its military presence near our borders. It's not even a European state, and that's speaking about America. So as America is making their military moves Russia and its allies are countering those moves as well. So you see these things are brewing up, man. Okay. Yeah, that's the end of the article there. Yeah, that's the end of it there. But as you can see, man, even in the winter, man, they're preparing for war. So I'm gonna go into the scripture at the bottom here. This is the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, 9th verse. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles," which is these other heathen nations. It says, "Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." And that's what they're doing. All these different countries around the world, they're putting all their money, all their main resources, and their main focus into the military, man. Because Esau is trying to establish its new world order, but meanwhile you got these other nations vying for power as well, which may not be down with how the elites are moving. You know, I mean, of course they're all juiced in. They all got their different alliances amongst each other. Secret and open, so to speak. But at the end of the day, it's all a part of the Most High's plan to bring these nations together to war against each other. Okay? Scripture says, if Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, how then can it stand? Okay? And that's what's going on. All right? So back in Joel 3, verse 10 says, "Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears," meaning put your focus upon your military. It says, "Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord." All right, because Yahweh Bashan Shai is going to muster the host of the battle. All right, and even bring the angels among these different nations, and they're going to destroy and annihilate these heathens, man, for the sake of Israel. Right? It says, "Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat," which means Yahweh's judgment. That's over there in the Middle East. It says, "For there will I sit," meaning Yahweh the Most High, "there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about." Okay? So there you go. At the Most High, he's going to judge all these nations, and that's why he's bringing all these different countries together for battle, man. All right? Russia's preparing war, and meanwhile you got Trump. He's putting a focus on the military as well. Matter of fact, Trump wants to rebuild the whole military, so to speak. Okay, especially over there in Iraq. So these things are happening, man. We're in a time of prophecy. Every day is always something new in the news, man. So let's continue to watch, brothers, and continue to pray as well. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, all glory, all honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honor to the apostles, and shalom to the elect.